Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. Today's lesson is about Diploma in Music Theory, AmusTCL 20th Century Melodic Composition. And I decided to make this video is because we have large amount of students graduated with grade 8 music theory recently. They are from other countries all over the world. We know each other through this YouTube channel. Based on their request, I decided to bring my online tutorial to higher level, which focus on Trinity AmusTCL Diploma Music Theory syllabus. The same goes for my diploma piano lesson. We have upgraded our piano to a good quality grand piano and also better equipment for our online music lesson to ensure better enjoyment and good connection during the online lesson. Thank you all for your positive comments and encouragement. I've seen them in comment section under my YouTube video. It sure gives me motivation and encouragement to create more free video in future. Today we'll start with basic writing technique for 20th century melodic composition. Based on the given question, we are supposed to move away from traditional major and minor tonality. So I have picked two types of tonal system. They are basic. If this is your first time writing a contemporary music, it will be very suitable for you. They are whole tone scale and 12 tone series. On top of that, I'm going to choose cello because you will be asked to pick an instrument for your melody. The reason why I choose string instrument is because string family has greater variety of playing technique for you to explore and also performance direction, such as pizzicato to pluck the string, use of mute, su ponticello near the bridge, double stopping, and many more features to be chosen from. This allows you to explore more possibilities and creativities in your 24 bars melody. So the basic requirement is you must write at least 24 bars in your melody. If you want to have a better idea of how to use this technique in your 20th century music composition, then be sure to stay until the end of this video because I'm going to teach you step by step on how to create the notes, how to write the notes, and how to do the planning for your melody. And this is just one of the example, and I'm sure you want to get your teacher to mark your paper for you because there are many other variety of styles, and if you can get your teacher to mark for you, it will help you to score better and maximize your optimize your result. Okay, if you find my video useful, please stay subscribed, click like, and without further ado, let's start the lesson now. Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Hello, welcome back to another lesson. This lesson is about AmusTCL, the Diploma Music Theory exam. And this is question 5. They ask you to compose a music of 20th century melodic composition. And this question will need you to write a melody between 24 and 30 bars. So today we're going to do a basic one first, okay? 24 bars. And you need to based on some other system that other than major and minor keys. So for 20th century tonal system, we don't use major or minor anymore. We should move away from this traditional tonal system. So I'm going to use whole tone scales and 12 tone series to compose a piece of music. Of course, there are many other tonal system, but these two are the most basic one. Okay, so in future, I may want to introduce some other system, but today we do the basic one first, okay? And based on this music, you may choose the tempo and dynamics and whatever instrument should maintain the style throughout your own music. And you notice this music is in bass clef. Okay, so you need to decide what kind of instrument you want to use. Usually I encourage to use string instrument because for string instrument, we can have some playing technique like pizzicato, like harmonic. Harmonic is a sign like a circle that will you will need the string player to touch the string lightly and then it produces a sound that is one octave higher. Okay, another one is mute. and tremolo. These are the technique that can be used to make your music more creative. That's why I recommend to choose string instrument. Spiccato. The spiccato is a kind of technique that you need to use the bow of the cello to bounce on the string. So another one is double stop, and use the wood of the bow. We call it cor legno and su ponticello. These are the technique that the special technique that the string instrument will use. Su ponticello means play near the bridge. Okay, and so on. We're going to choose a few technique from all these selections. Now let's look at the score. I already copied the given opening. So these are the given opening. Okay, it gives you 6 bars. Then I'm going to show you how I plan my format first. So as mentioned just now, I want to use whole tone scales. So I'm going to extend this 6 bar melody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This given 6 bar melody with another 2 bars of whole tone scales. Okay, so this is my planning. There is no fixed format for 20th century melodic composition. Of course, you can create your own, but for me, I like to plan it this way. Okay, after 6 bar, I extend another 2 bars of whole tone. So for whole tone means that based on the C, I want the whole tone based on the C. Make sure the starting from C, make sure the interval between the notes are major second. Okay, so C, D, E, the notes will be C, D, E, and then E to F sharp is major second. F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. Okay, so if the accidental are sharp, we always be consistent or use the sharp. Okay, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So now let's look at what we can do here. For 20th century, one of the features is we can change the time signature very frequently. So this is one of the creativity that I want to show to examiner. So here is 3/4, 4/4, 3/4. As you can see that the instructions say that you can change, you can alter the rhythm. Okay, for option, you can alter the rhythm. So I want to be creative. So I change 3/4, 4/4, and then 3/4. I alter the rhythm. Okay, because this is what they suggest. So I use their suggestion here. Next 2 bar, I want to suddenly modulate to C major because I'm using the whole tone scale of C. So I cancel all the sharps, F, C, G, D. And I want to alter the rhythm to make it sound more interesting. So this is 9/8. I want to change to 9/8. And then the first note here, there is a G sharp. Okay, I decided to start with G sharp. Okay, choose any note from the scale to start with. Choose any note from the whole tone scales to start with. So I start with G sharp. And then after that, I want to have a big jump. Next, after G sharp, I want to skip to A sharp. And then C, D. All this I choose from this scale. Okay. Okay, so C, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, and G sharp. Okay, so the reason why I want to go up step by step is because I want to show examiner that this is a whole tone scales. Okay, usually I want to show it very clearly to examiner. But by writing the notes, starting of the melody, going up step by step, you'll be able to hear the tonality of whole tone scales. Okay, so this is a whole tone scales. Then after that, I do some I add in some melodic decoration. Okay, so after that, let's decide how I want to group the notes. So I want this to be dotted crotchet. After that, I alter the rhythmic pattern. So this is nine quiver. I have chosen 9 quiver. So I need to write the grouping of 3 quavers per group. Okay, so this 9 quiver. Next bar, I want to have 9 quiver again. So F sharp. This is A sharp, sorry. A sharp, C sharp, A, G, E, E. Okay, the G should have a sharp. And then the next note I go to D. Okay. So the rhythm wise will be 3 quavers. Okay, 3 quavers. And then go to D. So by doing this, you get by doing this, you get 9 quavers. Next, for next line, I want to have 4 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just now the second line I use the whole tone scales. Okay, next line I use the 12 tone series. Okay, now let me explain what does a 12 tone series means. 12 tone series is actually made of chromatic scales. Okay. Okay, so create a chromatic scale first. Chromatic scales that contain 12 notes. Okay, so in this case, you can choose whatever you want. So I have chosen to start with B. Just now I start with C. Now I start with D. Create a 12 tone chromatic scale starting from D, D sharp, E sharp, D. Oh, sorry. I started wrongly. I want to change my mind. Instead of D, I decided to start with B, B sharp, and then C sharp, D, D sharp. It can be any, you can start with any note. After that, E, write a E sharp, and then F sharp, and then F double sharp, G sharp, G double sharp, and A sharp, and then B. Okay, create a chromatic scales like this. And then after that, this B is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the last note is a repetition, is a B again. Okay, so based on these 12 notes, you can arrange your notes randomly. Okay, so for instance, the third line, I want to have 4 bars of 12 tone. So I choose 4, 4 this time. Start with a B. Okay, yeah, B. Choose B. Okay, so the first note is a B. After B, I want to choose A sharp. A sharp is here. Then F sharp, C sharp, G, D sharp. Okay, so A sharp, F sharp. Okay, whatever note that you use, you just take it. And then C sharp. And then G, I've chosen G sharp. So chosen G sharp and you tick. And then D sharp. Okay, arrange the note randomly. And then back to F sharp. Okay, so I repeat the F sharp one more time. So you can decide how many times, but usually don't repeat too many. If you want to repeat the notes, need to they must occur evenly. So you cannot say some note occur 5 times, some only 1 time. Need to the notes must take turn to occur evenly. So after that, you write the rhythm. So 4 crotchets. Okay, then group your note into 4 crotchets. Next one, I want to start with E. E haven't chosen. After E, I choose D. After D, I choose A. Is there an A? Okay. Maybe I choose the A sharp again. And then G sharp or G double sharp, haven't chosen. So this one will be a G double sharp. And then B sharp haven't, or E sharp haven't chosen. and then B sharp. Okay, B sharp. Okay, left one more F double sharp. Okay, since is F double sharp, no more space, then I will change this. Instead of repeating F sharp, I will change this into F double sharp. Okay, so by doing this, all the notes occur already randomly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here, we need 4 counts, right? So this one, E sharp. Then the last note, I will put 2 counts to end the phrase. Okay, so 2 count, or you can, if you don't want to have 2 counts, you can put rest. Okay, so then take a breath for the, take a comma, rest or 1 count for the player. Then, so these are the 12 notes that I've chosen from the scale randomly. Okay, so this is the technique of 12 tones writing technique. Next part, I would like to reverse this arrangement of 12 tone. Okay, so this is what the composer usually do, the 20th century composer. Okay, after they arrange from here to here, then the next 2 bar, they like to reverse the sequence of the note. So reverse means we start with this one first. Okay, so B sharp. And then next one will be E sharp. And then G double sharp, which is this one. And then A sharp. And then D. And then E. Okay, so now add the rhythm, group the notes. 2 quavers, 1 crotchet, 1 crotchet, 2 quavers. Okay, D, E. Okay, next bar, continue to copy this. Okay, so start from the F double sharp, D sharp, and then you end with B. Okay, so now let's end the rhythm. 2 quavers, this one, some variation, then end with a crotchet and the rest. Okay, so the basic notes are there. Okay, now we focus on the notes first. Okay, later on, we will add in the playing technique of string instrument. Okay, not yet. Now we just do the notes. Okay, next 4 bars, I want to use the 12 tone technique again. So again, choose from these scales. Choose from the scales above here. So I will just, using the same method, I will just continue to compose this. Okay, so here I want to change to 3, 4. Okay, so as I said just now, this I make another arrangement based on this 12 tone series again. And then the next 2 bars again is a reverse version of the previous phrase. Okay, so this is a retrograde version. Okay, reverse version. So now let's move on to the next phrase. So far we already have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bar. And I think this is enough. I would like to have the opening phrase to come back, because it say you should maintain the style of your music. So I just do a small variation here. Okay, so the music developed to a climax, so I add in more complicated rhythm here. Then after that, I want the style of opening style of this melody to come back. So I will just bring this back for the next 6 bars. Okay, so the main theme should come back. Okay, in order for the style to be maintained. Okay, so now you can see I've already copied this opening phrase to come back here. Okay, so this phrase is back already. So far, we have already composed 22 bars up to here. We have 22 bars. The minimum amount you need is 24 bars. So now I just need to complete another 2 more bars, then the melody will be done. The main melody will be done. And after that, you add in some writing technique for string instrument, okay? Some variations and to make it sound more interesting. So over here, the key signature must come back. So F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Since it's end with a G sharp, then I will make use of this develop from here. Towards the end, if you run out of idea on what scales you want to use, you can just borrow the notes from the given main theme and develop a little bit from here. So far, we hardly repeat any note. Most of the notes are taken to occur. We haven't tried to repeat the notes. So over here, we can make use of this chance. So G, G, G sharp, then go up to higher G, G sharp, and rest. And then another note that we can borrow from the main theme is D, because we want to go back to tonic. Okay, the music starts with D. Okay, as you can see from bar 1, it starts with D. So the last, sorry, start with D sharp. So I want the last note to go home. Okay, so I end with D sharp also. So this is the idea that borrow from a main melody. Okay, so last bar is a must. Then you must go back to tonic. So 4 counts. No, the rhythm is 3 counts. So I go back to 3 crotchets. Okay, that's all. We have finished writing the notes already. Now let's add in the performance direction. So the first 6 bars is already given. Starting from bar 7, I will start to add in the performance direction. I want this to start moderately loud. Okay, of course you can make your own decision. And then to make it more interesting, one of the technique that we discussed just now is pizzicato. So I decide to use this. So all this I will put the dot. So for the pizzicato sign is P-I-Z-Z. So I write down here. P-I-Z-Z, pizzicato. And then after that, when you want to resume to be played by the bow, I will put arco. So I think all these performance direction, I will change color. I use a red color so that you can see clearly what kind of performance direction did I use. And here I want to use a harmonic. Okay, so for a string, so this is pizzicato. This is arco. So that's why I will recommend you to use string instrument, because for string you can have great varieties of performance direction that you can add. So that is the special feature about a string instrument. So after solve for 1 bar, I want to increase the dynamics to mezzo forte, moderately loud. Okay, of course this is your own decision. This is how this is just your own decision. You are free to choose any dynamics that you like, as long as it makes sense. So here onwards is a child tones technique. So over here, you can write some phrases since you resume to be played by bow, arco. Okay, so like this. After that, I want to accent this. So this 2-note phrase, and I accent this. Some staccato, accent, and then the phrase. You need to add some phrasing and add the accent, usually at the main beat. Okay, and then 5 notes in the phrase. The phrasing can be irregular. Okay, so after that, next bar. What other technique that you can use? Okay, I put a accent here first. So accent. Let's look at what you can choose. Choose from here. Okay, we can choose sul ponticello. So sul ponticello means play near the bridge. Okay, sul ponticello. Then after that, you want to resume to be normal. You can put the words nature. Okay, so this one back to normal. Next one. So this is another kind of technique we can use for string. So string is good. They have more variety. So these are the phrases. Okay. And then bar 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 to 12, I've forgotten to add dynamics. So here I want to start soft and then increase to mezzo forte, moderately loud. Then after that, I want to start soft again. Then again, I want to increase to loud. Okay, so 20th century music has more freedom. And here you notice that I use a double stop. This is another special effect that you can add for string instrument. Okay, only string can have double note at the same time. Okay, that's why I choose a cello here. Then I will start with forte. Okay, this is like a imitation of this. So since it's an imitation, it will like echo. So I make it softer. Then after that, it starts soft and do a crescendo to loud. Okay, whatever you like. As long as the music, the dynamic can make sense, easy for the player to play. Okay, don't change too frequently. Suddenly loud, suddenly soft is very hard for the player. So it's good that you have some crescendo gradually, then go to loud. Okay, instead of suddenly loud and suddenly soft. It's always good to add some gradation of dynamics. So here moderately loud, then I want to put soft. And you can put mute here. Con sordini means this is a mute. Okay, so please take note, if you want to use con sordini, you must make sure that the player has time to put the piece of a piece of mute on the bridge of the violin, because they need time. So make sure before this thing, they have some time over here to take out the mute and place it on the violin. Okay, so after this, if you want to go back without mute, you need to write senza sol. So again, you need to have some space, okay, a rest for the violinist to put back to remove the mute from the violin. So you need to have rest so that they have a time to remove the mute, okay, and then hide it at the shoulder rest before they do the senza sordini without mute, okay. Now, towards the end, without mute already, so I can suddenly put a accent, forceful, and then end with very soft dynamics. And the last one, the last note, usually we will put a pause to give it a good sense of ending. And you can start to put some ritardando here. It's up to you, okay? So these are the performance direction that you can add. Okay, I think that's all for this 20th century composition. If you have any question, feel free to write down your comments in the comment section. Please subscribe and click like to support my channel. I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson. Thank you. Bye-bye.